Moses was born during a time when the Israelites were enslaved in Egypt. The Pharaoh, fearing the growing population of the Israelites, ordered that all Hebrew male infants be killed by drowning them in the Nile River. Moses' mother, Jochebed, defied this order. She placed him in a basket coated with tar and pitch and set it adrift among the reeds along the Nile. Moses' sister, Miriam, watched over him from a distance. The basket was discovered by Pharaoh's daughter, who took pity on the baby and decided to adopt him. Miriam cleverly approached Pharaoh's daughter and suggested finding a Hebrew woman to nurse the child. This led to Moses being returned to his own mother for a time before being raised in Pharaoh's palace. As an adult, Moses became aware of his Hebrew heritage. One day, he saw an Egyptian beating a Hebrew slave. In a fit of anger, Moses killed the Egyptian. Realizing that his crime was known, Moses fled to the land of Midian to escape Pharaoh's wrath. There, he married Zipporah, the daughter of Jethro, Reuel, a Midianite priest, and lived as a shepherd. While tending his flock near Mount Horeb, Sinai, Moses encountered a miraculous sight, a bush that burned but was not consumed. God spoke to him from the bush, revealing his name as "I am who I am," and commanding Moses to return to Egypt to lead the Israelites out of slavery. Though reluctant and feeling inadequate, Moses eventually agreed, with God promising to guide him and granting him miraculous signs to prove his power. Moses returned to Egypt and, with his brother Aaron, confronted Pharaoh, demanding, "Let my people go." Pharaoh refused, and God sent 10 devastating plagues upon Egypt. Moses and Aaron confronted Pharaoh near the Nile River. Following God's command, Aaron struck the river with his staff, and all the water in Egypt turned to blood. Fish died, and the river stank, making the water undrinkable. This was a direct challenge to the Egyptian gods of the Nile, like Hapi, believed to be the god of the river's fertility. Pharaoh's magicians mimicked this plague, so Pharaoh's heart remained hardened, and he refused to let the Israelites go. God instructed Moses to warn Pharaoh, but he ignored the warning. As a result, frogs swarmed Egypt, invading homes, beds, and ovens. The plague made life unbearable. Pharaoh begged Moses to intercede with God to remove the frogs, promising to let the Israelites go. Moses prayed, and the frogs died, leaving a foul stench. Yet, once the frogs were gone, Pharaoh hardened his heart again and reneged on his promise. Aaron struck the dust of the ground, and gnats, or lice, as some translations suggest, infested people and animals. The magicians tried but failed to replicate this plague, admitting, "This is the finger of God." Despite this, Pharaoh's heart remained unyielding. Swarming flies invaded Egyptian homes and lands, but spared the Israelites in Goshen. This distinction demonstrated God's power and protection of his people. Pharaoh offered to let the Israelites sacrifice to their God within Egypt, but Moses insisted they needed to leave. When Moses prayed for the flies to be removed, Pharaoh again broke his promise. A severe plague struck Egypt's livestock, killing horses, donkeys, camels, cattle, sheep, and goats. Once again, the livestock of the Israelites in Goshen was unharmed. Despite the devastation, Pharaoh's heart was unmoved.